Top 10 richest countries in Europe. Hello Displorers, welcome back to another informative video and thanks for watching. In this video, we shall be looking at the top 10 richest countries in Europe. Of the 7 continents in the world, Europe is undoubtedly the most developed and definitely one with the highest number of richest countries. The continent has an area of 10,180,000 km square and is surrounded on the north by the Arctic Ocean, the Atlantic Ocean to the west, and the Mediterranean Sea to the south. Europe has about 15 nations, with a total population of about 741 million people. The continent has numerous global eye-catching structures and cities like Paris and London, among others. If you are new here, welcome! Be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our exciting videos. The majority of the European nations have enough per capita GDP to keep the majority of the population above the poverty line. In this video, we shall be ranking the countries based on the GDP and per capita income and not GDP alone. And with that said, these are the top 10 richest countries in Europe. Number 10. Austria. GDP per capita $51.938. Officially the Republic of Austria, Austria is a landlocked East Alpine country in the southern part of Central Europe. It is composed of 9 federated states, one of which is Vienna, Austria's capital and its largest city. It is bordered by Germany to the northwest, Czech Republic to the north, Slovakia to the northeast, Hungary to the east, Slovenia and Italy to the south, and Switzerland and Liechtenstein to the west. Austria occupies an area of 83,879 km square and has a population of nearly 9 million people. Austria consistently ranks high in terms of GDP per capita due to its highly industrialized economy and well-developed social market economy. Until the 1980s, many of Austria's largest industry firms were nationalized. In recent years, however, privatization has reduced state holdings to a level comparable to other European countries. Labor movements are particularly influential, exercising large influence on labor politics and decisions related to the expansion of the economy. Next to a highly developed industry, international tourism is the most important part of the economy of Austria. With a GDP of $461.4 billion and a per capita income of about $51,938, Austria is the 10th richest country in Europe. Number 9. Denmark. GDP per capita $52,100. Denmark is one of the most beautiful countries in Europe and currently ranks as the 9th richest country in Europe. Officially the Kingdom of Denmark, it is a Nordic country in northwest Europe. Denmark proper, which is the southernmost of the Scandinavian countries, consists of a peninsula, Jutland and an archipelago of 443 named islands, with the largest being Zealand, Funen and the North Atlantic Island. Denmark has a total area of 42,924 km square, land area of 42,394 km square, and the total area, including Greenland and the Faroe Islands, is 2,210,579 km square, and a population of 5.8 million in Denmark proper. Denmark has a developed mixed economy that is classed as a high-income economy by the World Bank. In 2017, it ranked 16th in the world in terms of gross national income per capita and 10th in nominal GNI per capita. Denmark's economy stands out as one of the most free in the Index of Economic Freedom and the Economic Freedom of the World. It is the 10th most competitive economy in the world and 6th in Europe according to the World Economic Forum in its Global Competitiveness Report 2018. With a GDP of about $370 billion and a per capita income of $52,100, the country currently ranks as the 9th richest country in Europe. Number 8. Germany. GDP per capita $52,626. Germany is not only one of the richest countries in the world, it is also known as one of the most powerful countries in the world. Located in the central western part of Europe with a population of about 83 million people, Germany is also one of the most developed countries in the world. Germany has a social market economy with a highly skilled labor force, a large capital stock, a low level of corruption, and a high level of innovation. It is the world's 3rd largest exporter of goods and has the largest national economy in Europe, which is also the world's 4th largest by nominal GDP and the 5th one by PPP. The service sector contributes approximately 71% of total GDP, including information technology, industry 28%, and agriculture 1%. The unemployment rate published by Eurostat amounts to 4.7% in January 2015, which is the lowest rate of all 27 Euro member states. With 7.1%, Germany also has the lowest youth unemployment rate of all the European member states. According to the OECD, Germany has one of the highest labor productivity levels in the world. With a GDP of about $4.444 trillion, the country is currently the 8th richest country in Europe in terms of per capita income. Number 7. Sweden. GDP per capita $54,622. Sweden is a Scandinavian country in Northern Europe. It borders Norway to the west and north and Finland to the east, and is also connected to Denmark in the southwest by a bridge tunnel across the Øresund Strait. At 450,295 square kilometers, Sweden is the largest country in Northern Europe, the third largest country in the European Union, and the fifth largest country in Europe by area. The capital city is Stockholm. Sweden has a total population of 10.3 million, of which 2.5 million have a foreign background. Sweden is the 16th richest country in the world in terms of GDP per capita, and the high standard of living is experienced by its citizens. Sweden is an export-oriented mixed economy. Timber, hydropower, and iron ore constitute the resource base of an economy with a heavy emphasis on foreign trade. Sweden's engineering sector accounts for 50% of output and exports, while telecommunications, the automotive industry, and the pharmaceutical industries are also of great importance. Sweden is the 9th largest arms exporter in the world. Agriculture accounts for 2% of GDP and employment. The country ranks amongst the highest for telephone and internet access penetration. The country currently has a GDP of about $563.8 billion and a per capita income of about $54,628. Number 6. Iceland. GDP per capita $54,753. Iceland is a Nordic island country in the North Atlantic with a population of 360,390 in an area of 103,000 kilometers square, making it the most sparsely populated country in Europe. Though the country is relatively small in terms of population compared to most countries in the continent, it is still amongst the richest countries in Europe. In 2007, Iceland was the 7th most productive country in the world per capita, and the 5th most productive by GDP at purchasing power parity. About 85% of total primary energy supply in Iceland is derived from domestically produced renewable energy resources. Use of abundant hydroelectric and geothermal power has made Iceland the world's largest electricity producer per capita. As a result of its commitment to renewable energy, the 2016 Global Green Economy Index ranked Iceland among the top 10 greenest economies in the world. Historically, Iceland's economy depended heavily on fishing, while it still provides 40% of export earnings and employs 7% of the workforce. The economy is vulnerable to declining fish stocks and drops in the world prices for its main material exports, fish and fish products, aluminium, and ferrosilicon. Whaling in Iceland has been historically significant. Iceland still relies heavily on fishing, but its importance is diminishing from an export share of 90% in the 1960s to 40% in 2006. The country currently has a GDP of about $19 billion and a per capita income of about $54,753. Number 5. Netherlands. GDP per capita $58,255. Netherlands is a country in the northwestern Europe with some overseas territories in the Caribbean. In Europe, it consists of 12 provinces that border Germany to the east, Belgium to the south, and the North Sea to the northwest, with maritime borders in the North Sea with those countries and the United Kingdom. Together with the Caribbean Netherlands, Bonaire, Saint Eustatius, and Saba, it forms a constituent country of the Kingdom of the Netherlands. With a population of about 17.4 million people and a GDP of about $1 trillion, Netherlands is the 5th richest country in Europe, with a per capita income of about $58,255. The Netherlands has a developed economy and has been playing a special role in the European economy for many centuries. Since the 16th century, shipping, fishing, agriculture, trade, and banking have been leading sectors of the Dutch economy. The Netherlands has a high level of economic freedom. It is one of the top countries in the Global Enabling Trade Report, second in 2016, and was ranked the fifth most competitive economy in the world by the Swiss International Institute for Management Development in 2017. In addition, the country was ranked the second most innovative nation in the world in the 2018 Global Innovation Index. Number 4. Switzerland. GDP per capita, $64,659. When it comes to development and high standards of living, Switzerland tops the chart in Europe. Switzerland is a country situated in the confluence of Western, Central and Southern Europe. It is a federal republic composed of 26 cantons, with federal authorities seated in Bern. Switzerland is a landlocked country, bordered by Italy to the south, France to the west, Germany to the north, and Austria and Liechtenstein to the east. It is geographically divided among the Swiss Plateau, the Alps, and the Jura, spanning a total area of 41,285 km square and land area of 39,997 km square. While the Alps occupy the greater part of the territory, the Swiss population of approximately 8.5 million is concentrated mostly on the plateau, where the largest cities are located. Among them, the two global cities and economic cities of Zurich and Geneva. Switzerland has a stable, prosperous, and high-tech economy and enjoys great wealth, being ranked as the wealthiest country in the world per capita in multiple rankings. In 2011, it was ranked as the wealthiest country in the world in per capita terms, with wealth being defined to include both financial and non-financial assets. While the 2013 Credit Suisse Global Wealth Report shows that Switzerland was the country with the highest average wealth per adult in 2013. It has the world's 19th largest economy by nominal GDP and the 36th largest by purchasing power parity. Number 3. Norway. GDP per capita, $74,065. Norway is a Nordic country in northwestern Europe whose territory comprises the western and northernmost portion of the Scandinavian peninsula. The remote island of Jan Mayen and the archipelago of Svalbard are also part of the Kingdom of Norway. The subantarctic Bouvet Island is a dependent territory and thus not considered part of the kingdom. Norway also lays claim to the Antarctic territories of Queen Maud Land and Peter I Island. Norway has a total area of 385,207 square kilometers and a population of 5,312,300 people as of August 2018. The country shares a long eastern border with Sweden. Norwegians enjoy the second highest GDP per capita among European countries after Luxembourg, and the sixth highest GDP per capita in the world. Today, Norway ranks as the second wealthiest country in the world in monetary value, with the largest capital reserve per capita of any nation. According to the CIA World Factbook, Norway is a net external creditor of debt. Norway maintained first place in the world in the UNDP Human Development Index for 6 consecutive years, 2001 to 2006, and then reclaimed this position in 2009 through 2015. The standard of living in Norway is amongst the highest in the world. Number 2. Ireland. GDP per capita, $83,399. Ireland is a country in northwestern Europe, occupying 26 of 32 countries of the island of Ireland. The capital and largest city is Dublin, which is located on the eastern side of the island. Around a third of the country's population of 4.9 million people reside in the Greater Dublin area. Ireland is an open economy, set on the Index of Economic Freedom, and ranks first for high-value foreign direct investment flows. Using the metric global GDP per capita, Ireland ranks 5th of 187 IMF and 6th of 175 World Bank. The alternative metric is intended to give a more accurate view of the activity in the domestic economy. This is particularly relevant in Ireland's small globalized economy, as GDP includes income from non-Irish owned companies, which flows out of Ireland. The country, which currently ranks as the second richest in Europe, has a GDP of about $412.7 billion. Number 1. Luxembourg. GDP per capita, $108,950. Though Luxembourg is one of the smallest countries in Europe by surface area, it is by no means the poorest. Actually, Luxembourg is not only the richest country in Europe in terms of per capita income, it is among the top 5 richest countries in the world. Located in Western Europe with a population of over 600,000 people, Luxembourg is also one of the most cleanest, peaceful and beautiful countries in the world. Luxembourg's stable and high-income market economy features moderate growth, low inflation, and a high level of innovation. Unemployment is traditionally low, although it has risen to 6.1% by May 2012, due largely to the effect of the 2008 global financial crisis. In 2011, according to the IMF, Luxembourg was the second richest country in the world, with a per capita GDP on purchasing power parity basis of $80,119. Luxembourg is ranked 13th in the Heritage Foundation's Index of Economic Freedom, 26th in the United Nations Human Development Index, and the 4th in the Economist Intelligence Unit's Quality of Life Index. There you have it, explorers. Those were the top 10 richest countries in Europe. Thanks for watching this video. If you did enjoy the video, do want to give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe and share.